10-year-old who ingested a Tide Pod laundry cleaner on a dare. He's alert and actively vomiting with no respiratory distress.
All right, you have your scenario, so let's go ahead and get started. Grab whatever your cheat sheet is, Brazo tape, Pantevi, but just remember, red has to go to the head and then you measure to the heel. So you can see clearly this child falls into the green zone. All right, on to Scott for a quick tip.
Tide Pods, otherwise known as the Tide Pod Challenge. 3 simple words. Why? So, regrettably, there is no really good answer beyond YouTube as to why. So, whether it's back at the ambulance or the ER, if you've got a little kid who's participated in the Tide Pod Challenge, remember, number 1, call poison control first, because in things like this, they are absolutely your best friends. Number 2, when you call them, chances are they're going to tell you a couple things. Number 1 is hook them up on a monitor. Number 2 is watch them for at least a couple hours, because you want to make sure that their level of consciousness remains good. And you want to make sure that indeed they're not barfing all over the place. And lastly, as you can imagine, when you ingested into your oral cavity Tide Pod, otherwise known as laundry detergent, you want to make sure that they're able to consistently breathe okay. But with poison control, you watch them for a couple of hours, they're breathing okay, and they're not excessively barfing. After a couple of hours, you can happily go ahead and send them on their way.